Hey, it's Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. Let me get you in a little bit closer. We're going to work on preparing this sign for a nice big wreath. And this base is in a tutorial previous to this video, and the completed wreath will also be in a video here for you to also see. So just so that you know that. So the sign itself is wood, and I have lots of inspiration as far as the colors and the ribbon that we're going to be using. So pretty. But I wanted to take just a side step to walk through how I prepare my sign and why I do it that way. Our sign is wood, okay, so different than metal, but our sign is wood, and I want to make sure that how I secure it to the wreath means it's not going to come off of there. And so the one thing that I do is I add I prefer wire. First of all, I prefer wire. It's easier to go through the mesh when you're attaching versus a pipe cleaner or something else where, you know, you're working with the edges of those pipe cleaners that have two wound wires. It's inevitable. It always gets caught on the mesh. So I prefer wire. Again, not that it's the only thing to use. But our sign is almost 1/4 of an inch, and our staples are 1/4 of an inch. So if I just stapled this through, it is not going to be helpful because the staples will go all the way through to the other side and kind of poke through, which we obviously don't want. So I just use, so I don't have to buy anything new, I don't have to buy anything separate. I just use the ends of a ribbon spool, so leftover or ribbons all complete, and I'm getting ready to throw it away. I just keep those ends because the thickness of the two pieces together will help your staple from going through. So I already know kind of where this is going to end up on my wreath, so I am going to put my my wires on both sides. Okay, again, I don't know how long this is. It's about 18 inches. It doesn't need to be that long, but it is what I have on hand, so it's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to put my wire right in the center here, and then with force, I'm going to put it through nice and tight so that doesn't happen, because of course sometimes, especially when I'm doing a video, always that happens. So 2 came out at once. So I'm just going to try it again. There we go, nice and tight. And then just for good luck, I actually do want 2 in there. I just didn't want 2 in at the same time. And then I like to just kind of twist it so that it'll stay together. I just do the same thing on the other side. Now, very popular are the zip tie mounts where you slide either a wire or a pipe cleaner through it. And typically you would add that zip tie mount to the back, just where these are, and you would add a little bit of the like DAP Rapid glue or super glue to kind of help it adhere. However, in my latest times here with wreath making, I'm gonna try real hard to make sure that I'm using wire and a staple gun, just because I know the chances of this coming out much less than the glue falling apart or the adhesive falling off of the zip ties. Now I do add the zip ties or zip tie mounts into our kits, but I will suggest, if you see in our videos, I will suggest a staple gun. The last thing I do is I do cut these off, and I keep this because when I'm working with door hangers, I just use this, so again, so that I don't have to buy something else, I just use this for our door hangers to put at the top. So that's all I do to prepare our signs for the wreath. Again, this wreath will be in full video. You can see the base in one video. You're watching right now the sign attachment, and then you'll see this full wreath decorated in another video. So I hope you're following and subscribing. I hope this helps you. Again, 1/4 inch staples will go through your sign, your wood signs, most of your wood signs. So make sure you are padding that a little bit on the back. And if you're not buying, if you don't have this sign or signs just like this, and you have something that may be a little bit thinner, you may want to consider also other ways. One other way, and I don't have a zip tie mount close to me, of course, but one other way you can do is, if you do add those zip tie mounts, and you added a little bit of the super glue around it, you could also add like a layer of hot glue around that to kind of almost like caulking to secure the mount to the wood, and you know, all the extra stuff. But again, this is just my favorite. Anyway, I hope you're following us. I hope you're subscribed, all those things. I hope this tip helped you and answered some questions. If you have any other questions, you can either leave it here in the comments, but the best way, of course, to get me to answer is our text message. You can find our phone number over at learnfrommelissa.com. Also, lots of other resources there to help you, a list of our favorite tools, a list of our favorite suppliers, and some other resources for you. Again, thanks for following, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, y'all.